I no longer make videos to make money. It's just a platform to advertise Crunchlands.
How did Mark Rober go from a NASA engineer to one of the few YouTubers to transcend the platform? On the surface, Mark Rober is one of the most popular YouTubers on the planet, averaging 30 to 40 million views per video. But if we look a little deeper into the Mark Rober iceberg, we see that he is a lot more than just a YouTuber. Mark Rober is a brand. But before we dive into the deep end, here's a quick history of Mark Rober. Working for NASA for nearly a decade, Mark Rober became fascinated with YouTube, so he posted a short 50-second clip of a Halloween costume he made 12 years ago now. That short 50-second clip would end up going viral and gained millions of views practically overnight. Continuing to post these YouTube videos to his channel, he had grew his channel to about 200,000 followers when Apple came knocking. They wanted to hire him and to work for them. But one of the stipulations he found out in their interviews was that he would not be able to continue posting on his YouTube channel, assuring them that the channel wouldn't be that big of a deal. Because they wanted to hire him so badly, they accepted that he would be able to continue posting on his channel and allowed it to slide. Little did he know that the very next video he would post would be his second most viewed video to this day. Continuing to grow his channel as he worked at Apple, he did not quit until he had over 10 million subscribers. At this point, his hobby had far surpassed his income at Apple, but he didn't want to go full-time on YouTube. He enjoyed it being a side hustle and it not mattering. He liked being just a guy making videos online. Eventually, he realized that he couldn't give his videos his effort while working a full-time job, so he made the move to quit his job and go full-time on YouTube. Fast forward a few years and everything worked out perfectly for him. Not wanting to fall behind his very intense release schedule, videos are planned up to a year in advance, and he constantly has 12 more in the pipeline. Mark Rober might very well be the most organized YouTuber on the platform. Jumping to 2022 now, Mark Rober had done the usual YouTuber stuff. He had sold some merch with his name on it and his logo, and had taken sponsorships. But in one fateful video, he announced a new product he would be selling, the Crunch Labs Build Box. If you've ever watched a Mark Rober video, then you've probably been left with a feeling, wow, I wish I could do that. I know that I have personally. Every one of his videos leaves me feeling like that. So when this product came out that shows you some of the concepts that he follows when he's building his own projects, many people just couldn't resist it. And that's why this product is so ingenious, because he's been building up an audience of people for the last 12 years that clearly enjoy the engineering, even if they're not engineers themselves, but find interest in it and would likely want to learn more. Now he sells a product that teaches kids the basics of these concepts that's shipped to them in a form of a physical product that they can build and learn. Now this sounds great on paper, but how did it translate into a real business? I'll say it this way, I think that this was the most successful product launch by any YouTuber ever. Let's look at the stats. When he announced the Crunch Labs Build Box, he sold out within 5 days. In those 5 days, he made all the money back that had gone into developing these boxes and had started to make a profit within a single week. One of their main goals was to hit 100,000 monthly box subscribers in 2 years. They hit it in 2 months. And with an average cost of $27 per box, that's about $2,700,000 a month for a business that just started. This massive success allowed them to go from 10 employees all the way up to 50 in a single year and a half. Fast forward about 2 years, and at the time of this video releasing about 2 months ago, he announced another product, the Hack Pack. If the Crunch Labs Build Box is supposed to be a kid's first experience with engineering, teaching them the very basics, then the Hack Pack is supposed to be the second level. It's designed to be a more advanced build box that's aimed to teach teenagers more complex engineering concepts, specifically electronical concepts. And the price reflects this, with the original box only being $27 and this next level pack being $80. Now with these 2 packs coming together under the one brand, Crunch Labs, this has brought a huge change to the business of Mark Rober. Mark Rober said this in a recent Consumer interview.
As far as I'm concerned, my YouTube channel is a loss leader. I no longer make videos to make money. It's just a platform to advertise Crunch Labs.
Crunch Labs initially got its funding from the YouTube channel. Now, Crunch Labs is entirely funding the YouTube channel. That's why I think that he has ascended the need for YouTube. These days, in his most recent videos, he has placed his sponsor segments with segments about Crunch Labs and pushing his own products. But this raises the question, now that Mark Rober's channel is basically an advertisement for Crunch Labs, does that take away from the heart and soul that it used to have? One commenter said, "There's a risk his videos seem more like advertisements. There was something magic with his old videos which I think might get lost now." I'll admit, watching his announcement of the hackback, the whole time I was just thinking it felt like an advertisement. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Now that each of his videos are costing him above 6 figures and one in the pipeline for later this year costing 3 million, I'm very interested to see where his channel goes in the next 2 to 4 years. If he'll keep being just a guy making videos, or if it will start feeling more like a company sellout. One absolutely fantastic thing about replacing the normal sponsorship segments with CrunchLab advertisements is that, of course, they're much more seamless with the video. I like this because even though I'm not gonna buy a hackback, I'm not that liquid right now, it's better than hearing about some random VPN. It fits more with his content. The synergy between CrunchLabs and his channel is really something that I've never seen before. If you're thinking other creator brands like Prime and Logan Paul, or Mr. Beast and Feastables. Mr. Beast and Feastables, they don't go hand in hand like, oh, chocolate and Mr. Beast, I guess. That company is working very well for him. There's not as much synergy there. With Logan Paul and Prime, I guess it's a sports drink and he's a boxer, so kind of. But with Mark Rober and CrunchLabs, those go hand in hand, unlike anything else. Mark Rober stated in an interview that he believes that there will be billionaire YouTubers. And I think he's got a shot with CrunchLabs and he'll be right up there with Mr. Beast. What do you guys think? Do you think he has a chance of being a billionaire YouTuber? Let me know down in the comments below and I'll catch you next time. New videos every Monday at 3 p.m.